Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you, musicians all, friends all, relatives all. And here's the part you've all been waiting for, right, Jimmy? This is the part you've all been waiting for.
Are you going to sing?
I wouldn't dare say right now. First thing I'd like to say is thanks so much to my lovely bride for setting up this party and the children.
I just lied to you. Over and
You weren't the only one.
Stop breaking.
Okay, and secondly, thanks to all of you people for coming. This is really unbelievable. As soon as I figure out how to run this, you get the part Jim likes the best.
Oh, we have the table mic stand. It was sitting on a chair over here.
Okay, I got
There's
that
a
one.
table mic stand.
There we are.
Sorry.
There we are. There we are. Okay, 1944, November 2nd. That's when this all started. Thank you very much. And the story about that is the doctor said to my dad in 1939 when my sister Mary was born, "Go take a look at that kid." He said his heart just fell right down. I can't remember where he said, it was down somewhere anyway. And so he went up and he thought that, oh, this kid's going to be something wrong, very seriously wrong. So he looks and he says, geez, this is a perfect baby, perfect color, everything is just good as could be, you know, all the toes and fingers, all that they talk about. So, 1944, Doc comes down and says, "Oh, Bernie, you've got a beautiful baby boy." So he goes down to the nursery and he takes a look, and here's a shriveled up pink, blue, purple, green, and orange thing there. And he thought, holy mackerel. My dad used to love to tell me that story. And then those of you that knew my dad would also hear the end. Okay, we go to 1954. Well, that's way back. I was 10. And the thing I remember about that was Walt Hurst throwing stones at me. And I was twice as big as Walt, so I chased him around the school block there, double block. But he was about 10 times faster than me, and he always just kind of kept right out of my reach. And then he'd take a couple extra steps and throw some more rocks at me. And in case you're wondering why I have all these psychological problems, that's probably it. Now let's advance to 1964. Got married, and that produced these 3 super daughters. And not only that, but it was a good potato year. And then in 1974, it was kind of a good news, bad news thing. First of all, it was a super potato year, right, Ralph?
Well, I don't remember.
Oh, well, anyway, they made a lot of money on potatoes and taxes, and seed costs kind of wiped that out. That was the bad news, was the getting wiped out. But there were a couple other good things, bad things. First of all, my niece Tracy came into the world. That's the good news. And of course, the bad year news was also Chris Gerlach's year. Yeah. They had to shut down Bottenholm just because he came on the scene. Now let's skip ahead to 1984. Well, it wasn't Orwell's end of the world, but it was the end of my potato growing. That wasn't all that exciting. 1994, the good news was that was the first that I met my future bride, which would add 2 more super daughters. And then the bad news. That's the year I first met my future mother-in-law. Another decade goes by, 2004, bad news, had a stroke. Good news, met and became friends with people I wouldn't have met otherwise, including the wicked woman in the corner there, my boss, Julie. 2014, this year, bad news, bypass surgery, came through it okay. The good news, this party. Okay, the other day I got an email from my good friend of nearly 70 years. Jim McDonald, said, Mike, will you please sing a little number for us at your party? Jim! Did I misread that?
There was an imposter out there.
You know these viruses you get. So anyway, of course, Jim, here's a little number that I used to sing when we were on the golf course. I recorded it. I jumped ahead. I gotta do a trick here. Please excuse me. Technology, you know. Let's see if you can hear this. Shh, 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 shh. This is very serious stuff. No filling.
Trying to help me out. You must have concentration music. Right there.
How are you doing?
I gotta get
So I lied to
There we
my
go. Oh, clear again.
sorry, I had to go to this conference in Philadelphia. And I said, they asked me to be the keynote speaker. They asked me to be the keynote speaker to anything. It's like, I'm so proud. It's like, oh. So then I go,
This is for you, Jimmy.
I'm having a great time at this company.
I ordered this.
He said, I said,
Couldn't
right.
hear it, could you?
He said,
Was it? It was just good enough. It was a little number that I used to sing to Jim on the golf course all the time, and to Benny,
and it went
and
a
to
little
Dennis.
something like this.
What?
And it went a little something like
And it
this.
went a little bit like this. 4!
That wasn't your score.
T. Wasn't either. Now I gotta find that other thing again. There we are. I had occasion not too long ago because this party was coming up, so I checked into what the gift allowance for the IRS was, and the IRS allows $14,000 gift without tax consequence. I checked, and neither Dennis Barker nor Buzz Baldwin gave me the $14,000 for my birthday. They are charter members of the B Street Tea Party, John Blair, president. So, friends, just to let you know, I gave my friends at the IRS in Cincinnati your names. Now I'm ready to check you out? Yeah. Okay, well that's all I got, friends, and thank you for putting up with my technical difficulties, and I really do appreciate everybody being here. It's such a nice deal. Such a good wife. She has her own show on Sunday nights on CBS, The Good One.
I know, hopefully I'm not
Thanks so much to everybody for coming. Any more music we got going on?
I would like to say a couple things in defense.